Here we are on part 4. Ready for this, guys?
We've already done all the hard work of creating the back cushions. Now, the same thing needs to be done for the seats and the side arm cushions. So, we're going to do it in a montage. For the seats, you start with a cube, scale it down, edge loops to make the faces squares, subsurface level 2, pressure to gravity off. Then, once it looks good, add seams, unwrap, increase subsurf to a level 3, run the simulation, pick a frame that looks
I
good,
will
and then
start all
apply all
over
the
when this is
modifiers.
done.
Since the cushion is
So you
perfectly
guys have a
square, we
better
can actually
follow-up.
rotate the duplicates to have different simulation shapes facing
This
the
is
front so that it
recording.
looks
Yep.
varied from the whole couch. Generate face sets from UVs, then use the cloth inflate brush with face set boundary auto masking to create those nice puffy shapes with the seams being affected. You can then use the cloth drag to pull the fabric or pinch perpendicular and grab brush to make ripples. As always, just look at multiple references and try to replicate what you see there. Keep in mind the shape of the cloth, in that if you've got like a bold shape, for example, you couldn't make it loose. That would just look odd. Then it's basically the exact same thing for the arm cushions. Something I did here though is actually add an extra layer of subsurf modifier after applying the cloth sim, and then applying that so that I had some extra detail that I could use with the cloth brush. And that was basically it for this step. So
Okay. Uh, so let's go to couch 3.1. 3.51, my bad. An evolution of 3.51 becomes a full-fledged 4. Here we go with the Windows NT analogy. 3.0, 3.5. I mean, there was 3.1 as well, but I skipped over that. 3.5, 3.51, and a 4.0, then a 5.0. Let's see. All right, let me bring my mouse. It'll take only 2 seconds. That was 6 seconds. I could have done a lot better than that. Anyways, now you kind of get the sense. Cube, I hope that I'm following along too. Let's move this over here. Uh-oh. If I don't get this the first time, then I will do the video thing again. So apologies if I'm not perfect. But thankfully, my teachers are not perfectionists. That's a good thing. Um, Move this, sorry, up and beyond. Lambo, Lambo, Murcielago. I like to sing about that car sometimes. It always gets into my mind. It's one of my dream cars. All right. Go to edit. 11 here. I'm not trying to copy this time. I'm trying my best. 11 here, 11 there. Then the same with here. Ow. All right. Three, 6, 2, 5, 6. All right. 3, 6, 2, 5, 6. Here we are. I hope the proportions aren't bad. Gotcha. And then 11 there, 11 there, 11 here, and 11 here. All right.
Down, edge loops to make the faces squares, subsurface level 2.
So turn on, let's go over here. Turn this on. Is he in object mode? Yeah, he's in object mode. So I'd like to separate these. So what to do when you want to separate, press P. Actually, let's do this. Hit L. And then, oops, sorry. This. And then this. Oops. So what's the point with 8? You don't need 8. You can just delete 8. Let's make 9, 8. Let's make 10, 9. And let's make 11, 10. Alright. So
Pressure,
object mode.
loops to make the faces squares, subsurface level.
So add a subsurface level. Cubo 8. Yes, that's the one.
2, pressure to gravity off.
At 2. And let's go back.
Yes, subsurface level 2. Pressure to gravity.
Pressure to. Is this where the pressure's at? No. Pressure is going to be here. Where did he go to pressure?
Squares, subsurface level 2, pressure to.
Damping. I think we go to rigid body. Nope, not here. Let's go to cloth. Yeah, he didn't show us, but it's here. Somewhere. Pressure is going to be at 2.
To gravity off, then once.
And gravity off. We'll go back.
Subsurface level 2, pressure to gravity off.
Under final other field weights. Alright. 0 gravity.
Then once it looks good, add.
Once it looks good, what do I do? Let's go to edit mode.
Ooh.
So we have to go to layout and object mode. Correct. Wow, it does look good. Now it's conforming to the guy's standards.
Pressure to gravity off. Then, once it looks good, add.
But only to like to the point where it's not touching anything. Right here is at 9 is good. That's just my opinion. And excuse me. I just moved.
Seams unwrap. Increase subs. Gravity off. Then, once it looks good, add.
Create a sharp edge. This. Where is my sharp edge at?
Pressure to gravity off. Then, once it looks good, add seams on.
Okay, so go to edit mode. This. Sharp edges.
Wrap.
Mark seam. Absolutely mark seam.
Increase subsurf off. Then, once it looks good, add seams unwrap. Increase
Unwrap.
subsurf to a level 3. Run the simulation.
And go to object. But yeah, okay.
Pick a frame that looks good and then apply all the modifiers.
Yes, we will apply all the modifiers. No, I don't like it this way. This thing is a little bit too big. So let's... Oops, sorry. Uh-oh. Hey, at least it's touching it somewhere. Okay, so let's apply this. Apparently he already applied.
Since the cushion is perfectly square, we can actually rotate the duplicates to have different simulation shapes facing the front so that it looks varied from the whole couch. Generate face.
I'll make the bottom sizes bigger later. Oh. Ah. Let's see, try and make the couch bigger. Couch pillows. That's what I call them. Oh man. Somebody rang on the doorbell. But somebody's answering the door. That's okay. I'm not easily distracted. I'm not even easily distracted by my phone anymore. So that's good. So here is my couch.
Face sets from UVs, then use the cloth inflate brush with.
Apparently, this thing is so short. I'm actually going to take a break after part 4 because my aunt is here now. She's probably going to make dinner. Actually, she's celebrating an event. And I don't want to spoil it for everybody here because I like to keep some things personal, you know. Like I like to keep things related to the video. There are times when I go off topic, but it's mostly about things I like, not so much about my family. Unless they give me permission to talk about it too. Meh.
Face
But even then, I just stay away from those topics. Uh, Sculpting.
set boundary automatic face sets from UVs.
Oh yeah, UV seams, face sets, and UV seams. Yep, I got plaid, as in the Tesla Model S plaid, but not the car, the pajama pants.
Then use the cloth inflate
And then use the cloth inflation. Yep.
brush with face set boundary auto masking to create those nice puffy shapes with the seams being affected. You can then
But it does look good.
use the cloth drag to pull.
And then use the cloth drag to pull. Next time I create a couch, I'm going to do this on my own. Because I am a couch creator. Because I can do this. I just have to be consistent with my couch creations. With whatever I like.
Shapes with the seams being affected. You can then use the cloth
So make this a little shorter.
drag to pull the fabric or pinch perpendicular. You can then use the cloth drag to
Please. How does he get it?
pull the fabric or pinch.
Yeah, it's not working like that.
Perpendicular and grab brush to make ripples. As always, just look perfected. You can then use the cloth, those nice puffy shapes
so
with the seams being affected. You can then use the
This makes no difference to me. Apparently, Blender does not like me.
cloth drag to pull the fabric.
I get everything I need.
Fabric or pinch perpendicular.
So maybe here's the thing. This is what I forgot to do. Uh-oh. That's all right. All right. Back to cloth. Let's see if it will work this time. Nope, not really.
Perpendicular and grab the create those nice puffy shapes with the seams being affected. You can then use the cloth drag to pull the inflate brush with FaceSet boundary auto masking to create those nice puffy shapes with the seams being affected.
Okay, let's try that. Try grab. After that, you can try drag. Oh, I had to use shift. How come the YouTuber didn't show that? Mind blown. I like it when YouTubers aren't misleading. He should have had the VR shortcut enabled. But that's not what I'm doing right now. Get it a little smaller. Yep. Like a laptop. Here we are. Almost like.
You can then use the cloth drag to pull the fabric or pinch perpendicular and grab brush to make ripples. As always, just look at multiple references and try to replicate what you see there. Keep in mind the shape of the cloth, in that if you've got like a bold shape, for example, you couldn't make it loose. That would just look odd. Background. Then it's basically the exact same thing for the arm cushions. Something I did here though was actually add an extra layer of Subsurf modifier after applying the cloth sim, and then applying that so that I had some extra detail that I could use with the cloth brush. And that was basically it for this step. So super short video, but I did want to include this because yeah, some of you might have had questions of how to do that thing.
Let's confirm this had the number 12. Yes. Go back to object mode. Let's set this to original geometry. Also this to geometry. $180. Okay, back to layout. Well, why? Wait a minute, why? At 0, okay? Let's add 1. Let's add the subdivision modifier. This at 2, this at 1. Who wins? Huh. Ah! No. Is this even equal? Go back to edit. There. Let's go to sharp edges. Let's go to mark seam, unwrap. Not working. I have to do the pillow again. I unfortunately got to do the pillow again.
Then apply all the modifiers. Since the cushion is perfectly square, we can actually rotate the duplicates to have different simulation shapes facing the front so that it looks varied from the whole couch. Generate face sets from UVs, then use the cloth inflate brush with face set boundary auto masking to create those nice puffy shapes with the seams being affected. You can then use the cloth drag to pull the fabric or pinch perpendicular and grab brush to make ripples. As always, just look at multiple references and try to replicate what you see there. Keep in mind the shape of the cloth, in that if you've got like a bold shape, for example, you couldn't make it loose. That would just look odd. Then it's basically the exact same thing for the arm cushions. Something I did here though was actually add an extra layer of Subsurf modifier after applying the cloth sim, and then applying.
Okay, so apply these. I just did these randomly. You don't have to copy what I'm doing. We want to see which one wins, so this is a test. So let's go to face jets. All right. Draw a face set. In 7 days it's over, Osborne hums. In 7 days it's over, Osborne in 7 days it's over, in 7 days it's over, 7 days it's over, it's Osborne on. In 7 days it's over, Osborne on. And 7 days it's over, Osborne on. The player is not playing anything. I wonder why. This does not like me. So you have to go back. Oh yeah, the simple part. That's what I was missing. Put it at a 4 here. And this is at a 2 here. Simple, simple. Here. Where is my animation player? I don't see it. Layout. Here we are. I forgot. Not working. Try that now. Yeah, it doesn't work for me. What's been causing this issue?
That, an extra layer of subsurf modifier after applying the cloth.
This guy must be misleading me because he never showed the instructions for these two ciders. This one's getting messed up, I'm afraid. I think I accidentally keep hitting the X button. Let's save this. Let's change the file name. Alright, I'll see you in part 5.